At Fairview, who, if anyone, was there when you got there?
When we arrived and I came in, my son was sitting there with his two friends and my nephew Colin, who is Julie and Chris's son. He was there. I kind of bumped into him when I walked in. I didn't realize he was there. I said, "Oh, hey, what are you doing here?" And he said, "Oh, I just stopped by to see Brian, but I'm about to leave. My ride's about to be here."
The question is, who else was there? She rattles off Brian Jr., the two friends, and then Colin, and then she goes right into the narrative that she rehearsed before this. The whole premise was to protect Colin, but nobody knew that except for them. So she goes right into with the mindset that she needed to protect Colin because that was the rehearsed speech that was given to her. I don't even think that this woman is comfortable lying to anyone. So she had to have a speech rehearsed in order for her to get through this testimony.
When you come into and enter into the house when you were living there at 34 Fair, was there, how many doors are there sort of on the front of the house?
Well, there's a side door by the garage, and then there's like a front door in the front of the house.
And is there any sort of particular rhyme or reason as to which door you would be entering?
We usually use the side door. Initially I didn't like that because the side door walked right into the family room. So I kind of liked the other door. You could walk into a foyer you could take your shoes off, stuff like that. But eventually people just didn't want to, it was, quicker to walk in the side door for the kids, I guess. So
the rubbing of the arm is an indication of self-soothing because she's about to tell a lie. And then she also had that nervous laugh.
Foyer. Is that when you ran into your nephew Colin?
Yes.
And about how old was Colin around that time?
It was 17.
Here she mentions that she runs into Colin, who's about to leave through the front door after she just said that the kids and everybody else is used to using the side door that goes into the family room. So you might say, so what? Who cares? Well, this is wise because they don't need to ask anybody else to corroborate this exchange because this exchange never happened. So it's easier to not include anybody else in the house to have to ask this question to. Dang, I had to consult ChatGPT on this one. It says licking the lips, possible meaning is nervousness or anxiety, which may occur when lying. Dry mouth can happen due to stress or simply dehydration, which I doubt there's water there. A self-soothing gesture, tightly pressing or shutting the lips, possible meaning trying to hold something back. A thought, emotion, or a lie, discomfort or disagreement, stress and tension, in combination with other signs, avoiding contact, inconsistent stories, excessive detail, which she's doing, and defensive body posture. You can see the sadness on her face that she doesn't really want to be on the witness stand. Just her whole life is just being a mom and a wife and a housewife, and she probably doesn't even talk that much to anyone, and then she has to be in front of all of these people trying to tell these lies.
Did he give you any indication as to who that ride was?
He didn't mention at that time who the ride was.
And
for some reason she did not want to say Allie's name, who is Colin's best friend, her niece, and Jen's daughter. Why?
That sort of interaction that you had with Colin in your house prior to him leaving and walking out, about how long a period of time is that?
A couple minutes, not even, just a quick interaction.
And then he left the home. You didn't see him for the rest of the night?
No.
For someone who seems to be giving a lot of details and over narrating, she just kind of brushed this question off and said no. Because it never happened. It's a lie. Allie didn't pick him up. He was there the whole time. And she just did not want to lie and look at her looking down.
Son said hello to his friends, and then I just kind of went to the kitchen area, and like they had ordered food, and so I just did my usual thing. I just was picking up, wasn't a huge mess, but I was just picking up the area, cleaning, probably check the bathroom to make sure that was clean. Just my usual thing that I do, just picking up around the house.
And I don't mean to minimize this in any way, but you basically, you did the mom thing where you go around and start cleaning up, correct?
Yeah, yep.
And is that something that you did sort of continuously throughout the evening, or?
Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
There will be a part two, but this exchange right here just tells me that Nicole is the mother, housewife, and that's her role in life, and she's accepted that for some reason. And she thinks that she is doing so much for her family, and that's her claim to fame. And but she knows she's also aware that she feels like it's also insignificant because she's just a housewife, and that's why she kind of snickered like this, because she just doesn't think that what she does is very important in anybody's eyes. I think she's also submissive and just goes with the flow, even though it's against what she believes. This is just what I feel. This is my opinion. So, in a way, I feel kind of sorry for her, but the fact that she is covering something up is not okay. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. This is part 2.